Welcome back to Corvette Warehouse in Dallas. My name is Jason with the YouTube channel Front Seat Driver. Today we are going to take a look at this 2015 Corvette Z06 in Torch Red. But before we do that, I want to show you something else right here. I want to show you kind of some of the transition from C5. Of course, then you had the C6 generation before we reached the C7 Z06 generation. But here's a Torch Red Z06 from 2001. So there's 14 years of growth between these two. Of course, this one is a fixed roof as opposed to the C7 Z06 having a targa top. But quite a big difference between the two. But this thing is an absolute beauty. This 2015 has 15,676 miles, 77,995. But let me tell you, this is a 3LZ and it is a Z07. So of course you're gonna get the carbon ceramic brakes, you're gonna get the stage 3 aero, of course you get the Z07 suspension. And let's take a look at this front splitter right here. So you see the high winglet right there. That is the part that makes it stage 3 as opposed to a stage 2, which is right here. Just to give you a little edification, if you don't already know, that smaller winglet, this is a stage 2 rear front splitter. Of course, your stage 1 front splitter would be right here. If you see this one right here, it's just a plastic front splitter. That's the stage 1. So those are your different stages. Now, this one also comes in exposed carbon fiber. However, the winglets are in carbon flash, which is how it came from GM. And then also you have the full length side skirts, which are also exposed carbon fiber. Now the stage 3 rear spoiler is carbon flash. Even though the rest of the components are carbon fiber, the stage 3, it comes in carbon flash. So you have your, basically this is the stage 2 that you would have with your normal rear spoiler, but then when you add in this wicker bill right here, that converts it to the stage 3. So anyway, just a little bit of information. This one also has a carbon fiber roof. So very, very nice. All of that adds quite a bit to this car. This one, of course, has bright red brake calipers. It also has carbon flash badging, a carbon flash black stinger stripe. Let's step back and get all sides. This car is absolutely stunning, but there's even more to this car that makes it absolutely beautiful. It's got Continental tires on here. I have these same tires on my Z06. Absolutely love them. Carbon flash on the air intake right here. But let's take a look at this interior. I'm gonna let it stop beeping here in just a second. And then we'll go take a look at the inside. But just so you know, you are, as always, greeted with the Corvette door sill right there. Has the C7 Corvette flag. Adrenaline red interior, but check this out. Manual transmission, Z06, Z07, manual transmission, very rare, very nice. But another thing that makes this car stand out and absolutely stunning is the comp seats, man. Look at these competition seats. Yeah, a little bit of carbon fiber right here. It's the dry carbon, but whew, man, I love those. Love them. But again, right there, manual transmission. As I show you, always right there is your storage, which is already down. Push that button, it goes back up. Very nice. Storage under the door handle right there, under the armrest. Of course, you also have underneath the 2 vents right there is the glove box. You have your cup holder right there, your mode selector right here, and underneath the armrest right here, you have some plugs for your phone and a little bit of storage. A little bit more dry carbon right here to tie the two together. Looking very nice. Let's take a look under the hood. So as always, right here, you've got Z06 embossed. You have your C7 Corvette flag embossed under the hood and the beautiful supercharged LT4 Corvette engine V8 pumping out 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. Let me tell you, especially in a manual transmission, this car is a lot of fun. You have the AFE cold air intake. I believe I paid $450 for mine some years back, but wow, super, super beautiful car. This thing is just, I'm gonna tell you right now, this car is a lot of fun. I have a C7 Z06 as well. It's not a Z07, but it is a Z06 manual transmission. Absolutely love the car. One other thing I wanted to mention right here, boom, another removable top. It's gonna stow in the back. You have a lever here, another lever right there, and right there, you see that little spot right there, you're gonna push that button, and then you can remove this top. I have an instructional video on my YouTube channel, Front Seat Driver, showing how to do that. But then you're just gonna push this button right here. We're gonna come back, pop this up, and it's gonna stow in the back. You got a point right there of contact, one right here where the pins are gonna press down into it. You're gonna press this into place so it's not loose in the back. You got a little tonneau cover right there, but you can store stuff underneath there. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this car is a lot of fun. If you're looking for a C7 Z06, man, I don't know if you can do better than red. I mean, I'm partial to yellow, but red's still one of my absolutely favorite colors. It's available right now here at Corvette Warehouse in Dallas.